What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Joe. If you are new here, please consider hitting that subscribe button and ringing the bell to turn on your notifications to keep up to date with all kinds of bodybuilding content right here on this channel. We are back again for another episode of the 2026 Natural Bodybuilding Prep Series. Today we are at 4.5 weeks out. I feel like I say it every time, but things feel like they're really kind of heating up now. You've seen the thumbnail, you know what it is. We are going in for a shoulder session today. This is a session that I'm really enjoying at the moment. I think a shoulder workout or a push workout, something like that, the pump you get from that is just absolutely mental and it makes your physique just look insane. I wish I could walk around 24/7 with the pump you get from a shoulder workout. This week's been going pretty well. If you watched my previous video, you'll know that the carbs we had from the high carb days they're gone, they're out. And we're back to regularly scheduled programming. And what that means is my energy has been dipping a little bit, but nothing crazy. I still feel good. My brain is still feeling okay. The brain fog is pretty bad though. I was saying to my friend in the gym the other day, it's a good thing that I write everything down and track everything that I do, because sometimes I'll finish a set and be like, was that my first set? Was that my second set? I don't know what I'm doing. And then I'll like look at my logbook and check the weight that I'm supposed to do and just immediately forget what I looked at. So that's really fun. But other than the fact that my memory is completely abandoning me, I am feeling really good. So without further ado, I'm gonna stop talking. Let's get into the gym. Alright guys, we are here in the gym and we are starting this shoulder workout with a machine lateral raise. Now if you've watched any of my other workout videos, you'll know that sometimes I do like to start some muscle groups with an isolation before moving on to my heavy compounds. Now I'm utilizing this at the moment because I want to make sure I'm getting the most out of my compound exercises for the muscle I'm trying to target. And so for my shoulder days, I like to do a lateral raise variation before moving into my first overhead press, just to make sure that I'm really connected with my delts and they're doing most of the work in the presses. So here, we're gonna do 3 sets of 12 to 15. Moving on now to our first pressing movement of the workout. I've got no idea what this machine's called. I'd never used it until I came to this gym, but I absolutely love it. Something about the movement pattern just means that I really don't feel it at all in my triceps, and I feel it so much in my delts, which is exactly what I'm trying to get out of this exercise. Now, earlier in prep, I was actually doing a drop set here, but as we get more and more down to the wire now, I don't necessarily have the calories coming in to ensure that I'm not going to lose some muscle if I push the volume too hard. So we're just doing 2 straight sets here, nice and heavy, of really like anything from 6 to 8. And we are back over to another lateral raise variation now. Usually do dumbbells here, but the area was just a little bit busy and, you know, I'm filming a YouTube video. I didn't really want to get in people's way and stuff. So I came over and used this lateral raise machine. It is a great one as it kind of helps take away the tension of holding the dumbbells and does take the traps out of it a little bit more. I still personally think I prefer the dumbbells, but we got a good couple of sets in here. This is going to be the last pressing exercise of the workout then. Again, usually do dumbbell shoulder press here, but like I said, the area was busy, so we moved over and did this machine. Haven't done this for a while, and it was pretty humbling how much lighter I had to go than a few months ago when I was a little bit fluffier and a little bit stronger. But we still got two very good sets here. On my first working set, I didn't quite get the amount of reps that I would have loved to have got here, so we then dropped the weight just a little for the second set and did a back off for a little bit higher reps. Time to finish off this workout with a bit of rear delts. Can't neglect the rear delts, guys. And we're going with the bent over cable reverse fly here. I just feel a really good connection with this exercise, and I'm gonna keep this one in because it's honestly my favorite exercise for rear delts. Just did 2 sets here, and again, pretty high reps. We're going 12 to 15. Let's finish strong. Whew. Right, just finished cardio and I'm tired. Do you know what? Not my favourite session lately, to be quite honest. It wasn't super busy in the gym, but it just seemed like everyone was training shoulders. And so I was like, do you know what? I'll try a few different exercises to kind of get out of the way of people. So instead of doing dumbbell shoulder press, I did that like machine shoulder press, and I just didn't love it. But by the time I realized I wasn't loving it, I was already like a working set into it. So I was like, well, I'll just keep going with it. And then instead of dumbbell lateral raises, I went for a second lateral raise machine, and again, after my first working set, I was like, I don't feel this really, but I'd already sunk effort and time into it, so I just stuck with it. But now I know for next session that I just need to stick with the exercises I like. But in terms of strength, there was no real noticeable dip in anything. I think I managed to maintain everything from my previous session, which is great. Again, it just means that all indications point to the fact that I'm not losing muscle. Still got a really good pump, even though I am in a very depleted state. Still kept my energy throughout the workout, still felt good the whole time, which is perfect. Now, on to cardio. If you watched my previous video, or even a couple of videos, I mentioned the fact that on the Stairmaster, when I'm doing it after my workouts, I'm going hypoglycemic. And it's incredibly unpleasant, and although I'm still finishing my cardio, it's taking me way longer than it should, because I'm having to take a break to deal with that and then come back into it again. So I decided to try something today, and what that is giving my body a small, steady influx of carbs before and during my cardio. Now, these aren't extra carbs, these are carbs that I would usually have post-workout anyway, but I usually would save them till after cardio. So the banana that is usually in my post-workout meal, I had half of it before my cardio, and then the other half at about the 30-minute mark, and boom, we've solved it. No hypo. It was a lovely feeling. And like I say, I was still doing all of my cardio anyway, so it's not the end of the world, but if there's a way for me to get my cardio done and not be going hypo, why would I not take it? So if anyone watching this suffers with that same issue, give it a shot. If you have some carbs, just like, even if it's not a banana, even if it's like 2 or 3 Haribos, just something to give you a quick spike of carbs so that your liver glycogen doesn't fall below that threshold. Now that I've sorted this, I feel like the tracks are just laid out in front of me to just nail this last 4 and a bit weeks and really come in the best condition I've ever been. I mean, I'm already in the best condition I've ever been, but you know what I mean. The next time I see you guys is going to be at the 4-week out mark, which is very exciting. And we are going to do a trial peak during that 4th week. So I will show you a little bit of what that is like. I imagine we'll start with a depletion. And so for the check-in day, what we'll do is I'll take you through my arm workout as I would do normally. But then for the 3.5 week out video, I will show you probably a day of eating, whether it's depletion or whether it's carb load. I'll show you whatever that's going to consist of. So look forward to that one. And until then, guys, that is going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, drop a comment below, let me know what you thought of it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring that bell to turn on your notifications. And I'll see you next time.